So I need... You rod, Tommy, you rod! You rod! Tommy's rod's off. Right. We're in trouble. Tommy! Mine feels really heavy. Hello and welcome back to the River Mersey. Fishing here with Tommy again. In the last video I was fishing the other side of the river. It was a washout and not a bite. We've shot round here, we're fishing here, cod corners in the distance up there in the background. Fished here simply because we're out the wind a little bit. It's a bit of cover and there's a bit of water there. It's ebbing tide now, so it's dropping, but I reckon there's a couple hours fishing here before it gets too low, just from me feeling the lead down and that. So there's a couple hours here. Hasn't gone to plan really, this River Mersey session this morning and so far today. The disaster after disaster and all the fresh water in, and it's just one of them, isn't it? I've heard this is doing hounds and congers and stuff. Just had to see, it's a small tide, it's a lot of fresh water in there, and to be honest I don't really know much about the Mersey. I'm just literally running around finding spots, chucking a rod in. That's how you learn, isn't it? At least there's been a couple of new spots. There's some I don't know what all these buildings are in the background. Look at all this. I think that is actually Liverpool city centre. I think in the previous video to this, what you're seeing yesterday or the day before, or somewhere over there. We'll just see how we go. On the left rod, I've got a pulley pennel with a peeler crab. I didn't show you because I just wanted to get the rod straight in. I didn't want to mess around showing rigs, and then I thought get the rods in because it's an ebbing tide, and then we'll do some talking. But there's a peeler crab on the left one. On the right one, there is a squid and mackerel wrap, in case there's any congers or rays or anything around. That's it really. I'm going to sit down there now, probably eat another sandwich, have a bit more chocolate, and see if I can get something to happen. But yeah, it's a funny beast, isn't it, the Mersey? Baits have been in 15 minutes, Tommy's just checked these and there is nothing left, completely stripped, so I'm guessing the same will be going on with these. I suppose at least there's something there, no snags. If there's crabs eating the bait though, there's going to be... If there's crabs eating the bait, there's going to be something there wanting to feed on the crabs. At least there's life there. The mark that we fished earlier on, every bait was coming in perfect. So the crabs aren't a bad thing sometimes. Shows that there's something there, don't it? It's just, they're a bad thing if the crabs are there on their own. If there's crabs in the fish, you just have to keep rechanging and hope that fish will pick it up before a crab. Yeah, that was a big bite. That's been stripped a bit. So, yeah, I wouldn't say I'm happy that I've been crabbed. I'm happy that there's something out there. Probably change baits every... I thought that rod was going over then. Probably change baits every 10 or 15 minutes now then. That one's been pulled right round to the side, that has. That's not over Tommy. If it is, he's going to think he's got a bite. Tommy thinks he's got a bite. So funny. Well, I see, I'm out the snag now. It's hilarious. Well, I've got a mussel. Hey, that's alright, isn't it? Because we all know the smooth hounds, is that microphone on, we all know the smooth hounds feed on the mussels. And that is clear as day a mussel. So I've got a crab on the mussel bed now. That is probably, that's given me a bit of hope. Shame it's a ebbing tide. You know what, Tommy's going to see this video later, I'm not going to say nothing. He thought he had one then. He thought he had a bite, he was lifting up into it. And then my lead's come back over his line, it's ping loose. I'll take the camera over in a minute and ask him if he's had any bites. Terrible, aren't I? I'm going to get these rods back out. Both rods are back in now. Tommy's just told me that he's had something, having a play about with it. So there's something out there, which is a good sign. Just put a full sardine on the right one, in case any rays or congers around, and a crab at distance again on the mussel bed. So if there is any hounds around, they're going to be on that mussel bed having a feed, aren't they? If they're here. Never like to fish the ebb though, I don't know why. It's only going to get shallower, isn't it? It's a big vessel, isn't it? Look, stand a line, size of that. It's a big old lump. I can see crab activity on my sardine already, the slow vibrations. I'm half tempted to put a scratching rig out. We have got some worms, I've got a few little rigs made, but if I'm honest, the scratching rigs and the flatfish and that don't really do it for me, but could be a blank saver, couldn't it? Not saying I'd catch if I put one of them rigs on by any means, but it would definitely up the chances if there's any little sole or dab about or any little species. Just kind of want the hounds and the rays though. And still nothing. I think this thing coming up here is known as the party bus. Or the party boat, shall I say. It's not a bus. Nothing going on apart from Tommy's one incident when something investigated. I can hear the music coming off that boat. Is it a party boat or something, or a taxi or something? Well, it'd be cool to rent that out, wouldn't it? Have a couple of days on that up and down the Mersey fishing. It's brightening up now though, to be honest. It is brightening up quite a bit. It's still moody though. There's got to be loads of good hounds and rays out there somewhere, isn't there? There's loads of little like platforms all along here. Look, you got them all round there. I think that's cod corner, that one. Stuff all round. But it gets busier when the cod are in, when they actually show up properly and there's good reports. You got the city centre itself over there. Loads of lovely old buildings and stuff. Really, really nice buildings all up and down the Mersey if you study that far bank. Loads of nice things. Anyway, we're not here to look at the buildings. We're here to catch some fish. Wow, Tommy! I've just nearly had my rod pulled in. You got it? Yeah, I've got no microphone or nothing on. No! Mate, the rod just went. I've got no microphone or nothing on. I was editing a video in the car then, and it has just completely melted. Bent the rod over and nearly pulled it in. Right, I'm going to stop editing. I was in the car editing. I was not expecting that, people. I've got my microphone on now. Yeah. There's been nothing for about an hour. Not even a bite, nothing. So I've took the microphone off and the camera, just because nothing's happening. And I've lied in the back of the car because it's raining a little bit now. And I was thinking, yeah, nothing's happening. And then all as I've heard is with a clutch. That was big, a bit of hound. Could have been a big hound. Some 20 pounders coming out of here. Right, that was at distance as well. Yeah, that just literally, well, you've seen the bite. Just totally out the blue, that was. Totally out the blue. What's happened? It snapped me. It's actually snapped me off, that has. It's actually snapped my hook link off. It never pulled, it snapped me. Yeah, I was there, I was watching, and all as I seen the rod go, and I just heard, oh, what's the noise? Just started melting. Wow. I don't know what to say. Jesus. Wow. It's the first time I've ever been snapped like that clean. Wow. Right. regroup, get back in, something could happen. So I've got that rod straight back out in the same spot, same bait, peeler crab. I'll put in a stronger snood on. Now that's £25 fluorocarbon snood that was. I use that for like the bass. I've got onto a £40 Asso snood now. Almost certainly, in my opinion, a smooth hound. That's how they go, that's how they take line, they just go, and you do get some big ones around here. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get the ray rig off the right rod, and I'm going to fish that for the hounds as well now. Normally, you know, hounds aren't solo fish, they'll run through, so it's literally been a few minutes since the bite, and I've already got the left one back out. The right one's going to have a new rig on now with £40 body. I don't know if it was a clean snap from the fish, or there is muscles out there, it could have went around the muscle bed and cut me off, I don't know. But it felt really powerful, and it went as soon as I lifted up. It was like, so it's hard to say. But anyway, I'm fishing a little bit heavier now. I'm putting 2 peeler crabs back out, and we'll just have to see. I was excited. I nearly lost the rod. Then the clutches are set, but I have them set pretty tight, not loose. Because as horrible as it looks when the rods tip up on the noodle like that, because the noodles wrap round, all that happens is the rods will just lean forward and pull. You don't actually lose them, so to speak. But it looks like they're going. Adds to a bit of drama, done it to the video. But yeah, that was like the only bite I've had all day, and obviously the previous video you see me the other side of the river, so we should be on to something now. Tommy's just saying as well, fishing perch rock later, so there might even be a part 3 to this Mersey day out. So we'll just see what happens. I'm gutted though, I am gutted, but that's fishing, innit? Nothing happened for so long, and then I was just sat there and I just heard the clutch go bzz, bzz, bzz. Don't even know what you'll see from where you are. There's no sound, no audio, I don't know, but it went. It did go some. Right, I'm gonna get that right rod on a big peeler crab. Maybe it could be happening. Yes, just had a bite on the peeler again. Come on, give me the hound. I haven't even had a chance to get the other rod in yet. Right, the hounds are in. The hounds are in. This is what's going to happen. It's about... Let's get the other hound rod set up. That's noodled. I think we're about 3 hours into the ebb. We're right in the middle of the ebb and I've turned up. That is weird, but it's nice to know. I'll write that down for this mark. It's a nice little note. 3 hours into the ebb and it's kicked off. The hounds are coming through, Tommy. Right, let's get another hound rig on. They're at distance as well, I'm really whacking it out. Right, let's get this rod and I'll bring you back if something happens. I love it when the hounds turn up, explosive stuff. The right rod's now out for the hounds. Oh yeah, that's one. Yep, yeah, come on, it's kicking off. What? Ah! I didn't even look, actually. I seen it bend over and lift it up. I probably should have left it. Right, it's kicking off, like, big time, big time. That's 3 bites in about 5 minutes. No fish, though. Come on. It is kicking off, kicking off, kicking off. 3 hours into the ebb, what a weird time. What a time for the microphone today, eh? Anyway, as I was casting this rod out, you keep a look on that rod, what's on the railing. Knowing full well that there was an hound with my crab in its mouth, I couldn't panic because I'd just casted another crab out onto a pack of hounds, so I had to make sure that that rod was noodled and the clutch was set, just in case anything got dragged over the side. You keep your eyes on that rod tip. This was a hound for sure, and a good hound. So the noodles was undone, or was they? Come on, John, sort it out. But I always do my noodles tight when hound fishing, so there's no way they can pull the rod in. Anyway, I lifted up into what felt a really good fish. After a battle for about 5 minutes and line peeling off from everywhere, and I mean peeling off, look at this, it was running me all the way down the Mersey against the current. Having already lost a fish that snapped me and missed a couple of good bites, my heart was in my mouth when this fish went into a snag and then into another snag. But luckily I managed to pull through, so it was time for Tommy to get the drop net in and me to concentrate really hard now and see if I could bring this fish into the side. This fish was fighting really hard and it felt really heavy, and I did realise straight away that it wouldn't be a small hound. Anyway, with Tommy making contact on the line, it was time to put my rod down and help Tommy guide this beast over the drop net, which wasn't easy because we didn't have a weight in the drop net. It was flapping about in the current and this fish was going absolutely nuts. But after a little bit of persuading and a little bit of you pull this way, I pull that way. Have we got him? No, we haven't got him. Have we got him? Yes, the fish was in the net. Yes! But the best is yet to come. I make eye contact with my other rod now, which is doubled over with line peeling off. The next 10 minutes is crazy. Exactly what fishing is all about. The other rod's off. The other rod's off. The other rod's off. The other rod's just melted a load of line off this one and gone slack. There's an hound on this. Pick up all the slack. Yeah. Now we're in trouble because the drop. Whoa! Whoa! Oh, it's just come off. No, he's just running towards me. Right, we're off again. Swimming towards me, that's all. Here we go again. Epic session on the River Mersey. Come on then. Epic session on the River Mersey. When they turn up, don't they? You rod, Tommy, you rod? You rod? Tommy's rod's off. Right. We're in trouble. Right, I need to come over to the camera. I'm going to chop all the line that's tangled in the drop net. Right, scissors, scissors, scissors. You're in, yeah? Right, where's the scissors? Right, let's untangle this drop net. So that is the main floor. Right, cut, cut, cut. Oh, he's peeling line off. I'm going to have to drop net it with the snags in, with the lead in there tangled for now. That's it. I can get a fish in there. I'll cut both the lines. I'm done after this fishing this mark. Tommy! Mine feels really heavy. This is what you call kicking off. It feels really heavy unless it's wrapped up. It feels really heavy. Oh, there he is. Right, this is going to be hard. Are you alright to drop net yours, or shall I try and help, or what? I think I might have something pretty decent here, Tommy. To be truthful, mate. What's your rod, Tommy? Your rod? He'll take it. Leave all that in. Right, go on. When I got that. Your rod, Tommy, don't leave your rod, mate, honestly. I've got the net, just get your rod. I'll sort this. That's why belly's a good look, to squash it up against it. That lead tangled in the drop net's actually helping. If I tie that drop net off now. Right, come on, I'm tangled up in line and everything here. Right, that drop net is tied on. We good. Get that line off, mate. At least it wasn't free at the same time. It was one back, then two on, wasn't it? Right, that drop net can't go. This feels super, super heavy. It feels substantially heavier than the last one. Unless it's wrapped up or something, or it's a different fish. This has got to be wrapped up because it just feels more of a dead weight. It is wrapped up in the line, which is making it heavier, but it's a beast all the same. Is that camera still on? Yeah. I just had to wait here for Tommy now. I'll noodle her up a second. I'll quickly help Tommy. If it comes off, it comes off. Rather help me pal out. It's a good fish, that, as well. Could be a PB for me, this, to be fair. Hold on. I'm going to bring him here to the camera. You sure? This is a bit of a lump, you know. Okay. Didn't want to noodle that fish up, but when your pal needs help, your pal needs help. I think it's time for some dinner after this, isn't it? I'll go for some dinner after this one. Ready? Having some technical issue with the net here, it's all tangled. Literally, Tommy's just undoing it before I can net this. This looks like it could be a PB for me. Do you have scales, Tommy? Do you have any scales? No, we've got no scales. It's hard to tell when they're down in the water, but it definitely looks so good when it's tired out in the side now. I'm just waiting for Tommy to undo that net. And then we'll have a look. Because literally, I'll put one back as the other rod was going. Then that was going, then Tommy's went. I think we're done now. We've wet the 3 rods, 2 of them are tangled. One's got a fish on. We're starving and we need to get to Perch Rock in an hour or 2 for the low. Let's get it. Let's get it. It is lasso, did it? That's what made it feel heavy, but it's a good fish. I'm not in yet.
I'm just below you now.
Should be in. Yeah. Yes! Right, I'm going to cut you off and bring you back in a minute. That is explosive fishing. From lying in the back of the car thinking nothing was going to happen to the last 20 minutes has been carnage. Have a look at this. That is another epic Mersey smooth hound. The sharks of Liverpool, eh? We're going to go and get some dinner now. This is the session 2 of today. You said the other session the other day. This is the other one. Tune in for part 3 at some point over the next few days because we're going to get some food. That was hard work. That is a beautiful, beautiful Mersey smooth hound.